Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you jump on here live here on this Tuesday evening, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. Hard to believe that. Hey there, Haley. Glad to have you back. I have not seen your name in the comments section in a while, so I'm glad to have you back. Haley, glad to know everything is going good in your world. Cameron, good evening to you. Hard to believe that in less than 48 hours, we will finally be enjoying, whether we're listening, watching, or doing both, in week one of college football. I am doing fantastic, Haley. Every day is a good day in my world. As long as you're not in the hospital, I think every day is a good day. But some people have split screen TVs and they watch two games at one time. Some people have a laptop and a phone and a TV where they got three games on at one time, and then some people have a radio on, so you're listening to one and watching one. So whatever you're going to be doing, starting on Thursday in less than 48 hours, we will be in the midst of week number one, which will go all the way until next Monday night. We're going to talk about all the games this weekend coming up later on this week. But right now I want to talk, hey there, Austin. Glad to have you here. A little bit of NASCAR, because I have not talked NASCAR in a while because I'm a huge Kyle Busch fan, and for whatever reason, ever since he signed with the 8 car with Richard Childress Racing, he has been absolutely horrible. And it has to be the team, because Kyle Busch can't be the best driver in NASCAR 20 years, and all of a sudden now he can't drive anymore. So it has to be the team in general, but it's been absolutely dreadful for 3 years. And yes, Austin, I did watch it. But got to talk NASCAR regardless, even though Kyle Busch has been pitiful, because this past Saturday night wrapped up the regular season, and starting this Sunday, they'll be in the playoffs. So we got 16 drivers in the playoffs, and one of those 16 will win the championship. Now, to NASCAR's credit, a lot of the old school people still don't like the playoff format, and I understand it, especially if you're an old NASCAR fan. I'm not saying which way you should lean, because with the old system, there's been times where the championship has been wrapped up in September. And if you're going to go all the way to November, but the champions decided in September, then the last 7 or 8 races are useless. There's no reason to watch them, because even if your driver wins all 7 races, he still doesn't win the championship. And if you're going to keep people watching, you need the championship to go down to the final race. So I understand why they did it, because the year Bobby Labonte won it, he had it wrapped up by Labor Day. And one year when Tony Stewart won, it was pretty much wrapped up, early in the season. The year Dale Jarrett won it, it was wrapped up early in the season. So I understand from that perspective why they changed it, but I also understand the people that don't like the way it is now, because you've got Shane Van Gisbergen, who is in the playoffs because he dominated road course racing. But outside of his domination of road course races, he had 0 top 5s and 0 top 10s. So not consistent at all. Just got in because he wins pretty much every road course they go to. So I see it from both ways, but if you want fans to watch all the way till November, you need the championship to go all the way till November. But you got 16 drivers competing for the championship, and the other good thing about the chase is, since they started the chase, there has not been a repeat winner. Not to say it's never going to happen, but to say it hasn't happened yet, and you've seen Jeff Gordon back in the day win, back-to-back championships. And we've seen Jimmy Johnson, of course, win, 5 straight championships. So this way, so far, there's been drivers win more than one championship during the chase, but nobody has yet won back-to-back championships during the chase. Yes, Austin, I do watch NWA wrestling whenever I can. And hey there, Bubble, glad to have you here. But this past Saturday was the Coke Zero 400, which is Daytona. Of course, it used to be the Pepsi 400. Now it's the Coke Zero 400. And Daytona for years and years and years was, July 4th weekend. Now it's late August, the last race of the regular season. Ryan Blaney won it, followed by Daniel Suarez, Justin Haley, Cole Custer, Eric Jones, Kyle Larson, Chris Buescher, Ty Gibbs, Josh Berry, and Chase Elliott. Now your 16 playoff drivers are as follows. You've got 14 that got in from winning, whether it was one race or multiple races, and then you have 2 drivers that got in based on points. The 16 drivers are Kyle Larson, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, Darrell Wallace Jr., Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, Josh Berry, Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, and Alex Bowman. Now, Alex Bowman and Tyler Reddick are the 2 that got in based on how many points they got during the regular season. The other 14 drivers got in because they won at least one race. I thought for a time we were going to, for the first time ever, have all 16 drivers based on 16 different winners, and then we started slowly seeing more guys repeat. Then, of course, Daytona this past weekend, Daytona is known for having, first-time winners. So I thought, okay, we'll get a brand new winner and they'll make the playoffs. But Ryan Blaney won it. What's his second win of the year? Now, the playoffs will start this Sunday at Darlington. Darlington has now become the Labor Day weekend. Racing, of course, Monday is Labor Day. Now, back before the season started, I picked Kyle Larson to win the championship. So I'll stick with that. I'm not going to change my pick. But I kind of want to see Chase Briscoe win it. The longer Chase Briscoe races, the more I'm becoming a fan of Chase Briscoe. And he'll probably be my new favorite once Kyle Busch retires. And I know Kyle Busch, last 3 years, he's been terrible. But he's still racing. So I'm not going to jump the ship and leave him because he's struggling, but he's definitely struggling. But Chase Briscoe will probably be my new favorite once Kyle Busch does retire. But it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Christopher Bell win the championship. But I'll stick with Kyle Larson because he was my pick back in February before the season started. But the only thing about Kyle Larson is he wins a lot. He wins a ton, but he's not consistent. So I could easily see Kyle Larson getting eliminated because he literally is wreckers or checkers. He's dead last or he wins. Now, of course, if he finishes dead last in one of the next 3 races, it doesn't matter as long as he wins one of the next 3 races and he will advance based on the win. But if he has a dead last finish in one of the next 3 races and does not win one of the next 3 races, he will be eliminated. But there's those saying in NASCAR, checkers or wreckers. For Kyle Larson, it's true. He'll win one race and then finish dead last the next week. That's the only thing that kind of makes me leery on Kyle Larson is he's just not consistent. He's either in the very front or in the very back, and there's no in between. But any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. What do you call a zombie raffle? A dead giveaway. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.